Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Practice with Julia. Today we are going to practice English with a very useful topic, my daily routine. This is one of the best topics for real life English because you can use it every day, at home, at work, at school, and when you talk to friends, you will learn simple, natural sentences, and you will also practice speaking slowly and clearly so you can feel confident. Please listen, repeat after me, and don't worry about mistakes. Just keep going, one sentence at a time, and you will improve. Before we begin, take a comfortable breath, relax your shoulders, and imagine you are describing your day to a friendly person. You are not taking a test, you are sharing your life. When you can talk about your daily routine, you can talk about almost anything because daily routines include time, actions, feelings, plans, and small details. So we will practice all of that, step by step. Let's start with a simple idea. Your routine is the story of your day from morning to night, and you can tell that story in many levels: a short version, a medium version, or a detailed version. First, we will practice short and clear sentences. Then, we will practice longer sentences. Then, we will practice natural speaking, like real conversation. Ready? Let's begin with morning English. In the morning, I usually wake up at the same time. I don't jump out of bed immediately. I take a moment to breathe, and I stretch my arms and legs. Sometimes I feel energetic, and sometimes I feel sleepy, but I try to start my day calmly. I like to tell myself, today will be a good day, even if I feel tired, because my words shape my mood. Now you practice, repeat after me, slowly. I usually wake up at the same time. I take a moment to breathe. I stretch my arms and legs. Sometimes I feel energetic. Sometimes I feel sleepy. I try to start my day calmly. Say it again, slower and clearer. Feel the rhythm and don't rush. Let's make these sentences more natural. I usually wake up around 6 or 7, but it depends on the day. On weekdays, I wake up earlier. On weekends, I wake up a little later. When my alarm rings, I turn it off and I sit up slowly. I don't like to rush in the morning. I like to give myself a gentle start. It helps me feel more in control of my day. Now practice with your own time. Replace the time and make it true for you. Repeat after me. I usually wake up around sunkis. On weekdays, I wake up. On weekends, I wake up. Kari. When my alarm rings, I turn it off. I sit up slowly. I don't like to rush. I like to give myself a gentle start. Again, one more time. Very slow. After I wake up, I make my bed. Not perfectly, just neatly. It makes my room feel cleaner, and it makes my mind feel calmer. Then I open the curtains, and I let fresh light come in. If the weather is nice, I open the window for a few minutes. I like fresh air in the morning. It feels like a reset for my brain. Now you practice. After I wake up, I make my bed. I open the curtains. I let the light come in. I open the window. I like fresh air. Try it again and focus on clear pronunciation. After wake up, make my bed. Curtains, window, fresh air. Next, I go to the bathroom. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. And I get ready. Sometimes I take a quick shower, especially if I feel sleepy. A shower wakes me up. It makes me feel clean, fresh and ready to start. After that, I put on comfortable clothes, not too tight and not too heavy. I want to feel relaxed but prepared. Repeat after me. I go to the bathroom. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I take a quick shower. A shower wakes me up. I put on comfortable clothes. Good. Now say it as one smooth paragraph. Slowly, like you're telling a friend about your morning. Let's add useful morning vocabulary. You can say, I feel groggy, which means I feel sleepy and slow. You can say, I need a few minutes to fully wake up. You can say, I'm not a morning person, if mornings are difficult for you. Or you can say, I'm an early bird. If you love waking up early, these are very common expressions, and they make your English sound natural. Now practice. In the morning, I feel groggy. I need a few minutes to fully wake up. I'm not a morning person. I'm an early bird. Choose the one that fits you and say it again. I'm not a morning person. Or I'm an early bird. Make it your sentence. Make it your routine. After I get ready, I usually drink a glass of water. It helps my body wake up. Then I make breakfast. Sometimes I eat something simple, like eggs, toast, fruit, or yogurt. Sometimes I'm in a hurry, so I eat something quick. But I try not to skip breakfast, because if I skip breakfast, I feel low energy later. I also like a warm drink, like tea or coffee. It feels comforting, like a small morning ritual. Repeat after me. I usually drink a glass of water. I make breakfast. I eat something simple. Sometimes I'm in a hurry. I try not to skip breakfast. I like a warm drink. It feels comforting. Again, slowly, water, breakfast, simple, in a hurry, skip, warm drink, comforting. Now let's practice a mini conversation style. Imagine someone asks you, what do you usually have for breakfast? You can answer, I usually have saguchokwiz, or I usually grab something quick, or it depends. Sometimes I have, or I'm trying to eat healthier, so I have. These are flexible patterns. You can use them with any food. Now you practice. Repeat after me. I usually have tsururis for breakfast. I usually grab something quick. It depends. Sometimes I have. I'm trying to eat healthier, so I have. Say it again. And change the food each time. Make it real. Make it personal. After breakfast, I plan my day. I don't always write a long list, but I check what I need to do. I think about my priorities, and I choose the most important tasks. If I have a busy day, I try to organize my time. If I have a relaxed day, I still like to have a simple plan because a plan reduces stress. It helps me feel steady, not scattered. Repeat after me. After breakfast, I plan my day. I check what I need to do. I think about my priorities. I choose the most important tasks. A plan reduces stress. It helps me feel steady. Great. Now let's practice a longer sentence. After breakfast, I check my schedule and I choose 2 or 3 important tasks. Repeat it slowly and clearly. Now we move into the next part of the routine, leaving home or starting work at home. Many people work outside. Many people work from home. So let's practice both. If I go out, I pack my bag, I check my keys, my phone, my wallet. and anything else I need. I don't like to forget things, so I do a quick check, then I leave the house and I start my commute. I may walk, take a bus, take a train, or drive. During my commute, I listen to something, music, a lesson, or quiet sounds. It helps me feel focused. Repeat after me. I pack my bag, I check my keys, my phone, my wallet, I do a quick check, I leave the house. I start my commute, I listen to music. Good. Now practice a full answer. Before I leave, I check my keys, my phone, and my wallet. Again, slowly. If I work from home, my routine is a little different. I still get ready because it helps my mindset. Then I set up my workspace, I open my laptop, I check messages, and I begin my tasks. When I work from home, I try to avoid distractions. I keep my phone away. I close unnecessary tabs and I focus on one thing at a time. If I focus, I finish faster and I feel proud of myself. If I multitask too much, I feel stressed and tired. Repeat after me. If I work from home, my routine is different. I set up my workspace, I open my laptop, I check messages, I avoid distractions, I focus on one thing at a time. If I focus, I finish faster. Excellent. Now say it again, but make it about you. When I work from home, I sakun. Fill the blank with your truth. Now let's practice time expressions because daily routines need time language. You can say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. You can also say around 9, before lunch, after work, between meetings, during my break. These phrases make your routine clear and they help listeners follow your story easily. Repeat after me. In the morning, around 9, before lunch, after work, during my break, in the evening, at night. Say them again, slowly. Focus on pronunciation, especially around and during. They are common, and you will use them a lot. Now we practice the work or study part of the day. At work, I usually start with the most important task. I like to begin with something that needs concentration. When I finish a difficult task early, I feel more relaxed later. I take short breaks. I stand up. I stretch. And I drink water. If I sit too long, my body feels stiff. So I try to move a little. Even a small break helps. It refreshes my mind. Repeat after me. I start with the most important task. I need concentration. I take short breaks. I stand up. I stretch. I drink water. My body feels stiff. A small break helps. Again, in a slow and steady voice. Now, a useful pattern. I try to, so that I can, example. I try to take short breaks so that I can stay focused. Another example. I try to finish my hardest task first so that I can feel relaxed later. This is a powerful speaking pattern because it shows purpose, and it sounds very natural in English. Now, practice. Repeat after me. I try to take short breaks so that I can stay focused. I try to finish my hardest task first so that I can feel relaxed later. Now create your own. I try to so that I can say it slowly and clearly. It can be about your study, your job, your home life, anything. Let's add simple feelings because routines are not only actions, they include emotions. You can say, I feel motivated. I feel overwhelmed. I feel calm. I feel stressed. I feel productive. I feel distracted. You can also say, my energy goes up. My energy goes down. I need a break. I need to reset. These are very useful daily life phrases. Repeat after me. I feel motivated. I feel overwhelmed. I feel calm. I feel stressed. I feel productive. I feel distracted. My energy goes up. My energy goes down. I need to reset. Say them again and feel the meaning because feeling the meaning helps you remember. Now let's practice a detailed example. I'm going to describe a typical morning to midday routine, and you will listen and repeat in chunks. I wake up around 7. I make my bed, I wash my face, and I have a simple breakfast. Now repeat. I wake up around 7. I make my bed, I wash my face, and I have a simple breakfast. Good. Next chunk. Then I check my schedule. I choose my priorities, and I begin my work. Repeat. Then I check my schedule. I choose my priorities, and I begin my work. Great. Next chunk. I try to focus on one task at a time, and I take small breaks to stay fresh. Repeat that slowly, again, one more time. Now it's your turn to create a routine paragraph. Say this structure and fill it with your own details. I wake up around 7. Then I would psych. After that, I would psych. In the morning, I usually seru around seriribasun I speak slowly and don't stop. If you forget a word, replace it with a simpler word. Keep speaking. This is how fluency grows, by continuing, not by being perfect. Before we finish this first section, let's do a pronunciation and clarity practice. Repeat these common routine verbs slowly. Wake up, wash, brush, shower, get dressed, have breakfast, make coffee, go to work, start work, take a break, check messages, focus, finish. Each verb is a tool, and you will use these tools every day when you speak English. Now let's do a final practice paragraph for this part. Repeat after me. In the morning, I wake up and I take my time. I get ready. I have breakfast and I plan my day. Then I start work or I start studying. I focus on my priorities and I take small breaks. I try to stay calm and consistent because consistency is the secret of progress. Say it again, slower and clearer, and feel confident because this is real English you can use today. After the morning work or study begins, the next part of my daily routine usually moves into the late morning and early afternoon. This is the time when I try to stay steady, not too fast, not too slow. I remind myself that a good day is not a perfect day. It is a balanced day. So I keep checking my energy and I adjust my pace. If I feel focused, I keep going. If I feel tired, I slow down and reset. In the late morning, I often check my messages again. Not every minute, just at a reasonable time. I reply to urgent messages, and I leave non-urgent messages for later. I try not to get pulled into too many conversations because that breaks my concentration. I like to protect my focus, especially when I have important tasks to finish. Now practice with me. Repeat after me, slowly. In the late morning, I check my messages. I reply to urgent messages. I leave non-urgent messages for later. I try not to get pulled into too many conversations. I like to protect my focus. Say each sentence one more time. Slow, clear, relaxed. Sometimes I have meetings, classes, or calls. When I have a meeting, I prepare a little. I check the topic. I write down a few notes, and I think about what I want to say. If my English is not perfect, I still speak. I use simple sentences, and I speak with confidence because confidence makes your message clearer. Even if you make small grammar mistakes, people still understand you if you are calm and clear. Repeat after me. Sometimes I have meetings. I prepare a little. I write down a few notes. I think about what I want to say. I use simple sentences. I speak with confidence. Again, slower and make your voice smooth. Here are some very useful meeting and class phrases for daily life. You can say, "Let me think for a moment. Can you repeat that, please?" Just to confirm, what I mean is, in other words, that makes sense. I agree. I'm not sure. Could you explain it again? These phrases help you participate. Even when you feel nervous, they give you time and they keep the conversation friendly. Now practice. Repeat after me. Let me think for a moment. Can you repeat that, please? Just to confirm, what I mean is, in other words, that makes sense. I agree. I'm not sure. Could you explain it again? Say them again, a little slower, and imagine you are in a real conversation. As the morning continues, I usually take a short break, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I stand up, I stretch my shoulders, I relax my neck, and I rest my eyes. If I'm using a screen a lot, I look away from the screen and I focus on something far away. This is a small habit, but it makes a big difference. It helps me feel less tired and more comfortable in my body. Repeat after me. I take a short break. I stand up, I stretch, I relax my neck, I rest my eyes, I look away from the screen. This makes a big difference. Good. Now say it as a natural paragraph. Very slow. Now we move to lunchtime. Lunch is a great part of the routine to practice English because everyone eats and everyone talks about food, time, and plans. Around noon or early afternoon, I start thinking about lunch. Sometimes I cook, sometimes I order food, and sometimes I eat leftovers. If I'm busy, I keep it simple. If I have time, I make something fresh. While I eat, I try to slow down and actually enjoy the meal, not just eat quickly. A calm lunch can reset the whole day. Repeat after me. Around noon, I start thinking about lunch. Sometimes I cook, sometimes I order food, sometimes I eat leftovers. I keep it simple. I make something fresh. I try to slow down. A calm lunch can reset my day. Again, slow and clear. Now let's practice common lunch questions and answers. Imagine someone asks you, "What are you having for lunch?" You can say, "I'm having an krikrit," or "I'm having something light," or "I'm grabbing something quick," or "I'm cooking at home today." Another person might ask, "Do you want to grab lunch together?" You can say, "Sure, that sounds good," or "I'd love to, but I'm busy today," or "Maybe another day." These are simple, but very natural and very useful. Now, practice. Repeat after me. I'm having tazenxi for lunch. I'm having something light. I'm grabbing something quick. I'm cooking at home today. Sure, that sounds good. I'd love to, but I'm busy today. Maybe another day. Say them again. And make your voice friendly, like real life. Let's add polite and natural food comments. You can say, "This smells amazing. This tastes really good. It's a bit spicy. It's too salty. It's not sweet enough. I'm craving something warm. I'm craving something sweet. I'm trying to eat healthier." These phrases make you sound more natural because native speakers often describe taste and cravings in daily conversation. Repeat after me. This smells amazing. This tastes really good. It's a bit spicy. It's too salty. It's not sweet enough. I'm craving something warm. I'm craving something sweet. I'm trying to eat healthier. Good. Now choose two that feel true for you and say them again, slowly. After lunch, I usually feel one of two things. I either feel refreshed or I feel sleepy. Many people feel sleepy after lunch. That is normal. So I don't panic. I don't say, "I'm lazy." I say, "My energy is low right now," and I do something small to reset. I drink water, I stand up, I take a short walk, or I wash my face. Even a 2-minute reset can bring my focus back. Repeat after me. After lunch, I feel refreshed. After lunch, I feel sleepy. That is normal. My energy is low right now. I do something small to reset. I drink water. I take a short walk. I bring my focus back. Again, slow, calm, confident. Now let's practice a very useful daily life pattern. If I feel I usually example, if I feel sleepy, I usually take a short walk. Another example, if I feel stressed, I usually take a deep breath. This pattern helps you speak smoothly because you are connecting feelings with actions, and that is exactly how we talk in real life. Now practice, repeat after me. If I feel sleepy, I usually take a short walk. If I feel stressed, I usually take a deep breath. If I feel overwhelmed, I usually write a simple plan. Now your turn. If I feel what's I usually would. Say it twice, slowly, and make it true for you. In the afternoon, I return to my tasks, I continue my work, or I continue studying. This time of day can be busy because many people schedule things in the afternoon: meetings, appointments, errands, phone calls, and follow ups. I try to stay organized, I check what is left, and I take things one step at a time. I don't try to do everything at once. I try to do the next right thing. That mindset keeps me calm. Repeat after me. In the afternoon, I return to my tasks. I continue my work. I schedule things in the afternoon. I try to stay organized. I take things one step at a time. I don't try to do everything at once. I do the next right thing. Again, slow, steady. Now let's practice errands and daily activities. In the afternoon, I might go to the grocery store. I might stop by the pharmacy. I might go to the bank. Or I might pick something up from a shop. These are daily life situations, and they are perfect for English practice because the sentences are simple, but the confidence is important. Repeat after me. I go to the grocery store. I stop by the pharmacy. I go to the bank. I pick something up from a shop. Again, slow, and clear. Now practice useful sentences for a grocery store. I'm looking for sick. Where can I find Do you have this in a different size? How much is this? I'll take this. That's all, thank you. These lines are short, but they are powerful because you can use them immediately in real life. Repeat after me. I'm looking for fries. Where can I find enter in curry? Do you have this in a different size? How much is this? I'll take this. That's all, thank you. Say them again. And imagine you are standing in the store, speaking calmly. Now practice a small talk routine because daily life includes quick conversations with neighbors, coworkers, shopkeepers, and friends. In English, small talk is often about simple topics. How's your day going? Busy day? How's the weather? What have you been up to? You don't need big stories, just simple, friendly answers. You can say, "It's going well. It's been a little busy. I'm doing okay. Not too bad. I've been working a lot. I've been trying to stay productive." These responses sound natural, and they help you connect with people. Repeat after me. How's your day going? Busy day. What have you been up to? It's going well. It's been a little busy. Not too bad. I've been working a lot. I've been trying to stay productive. Again, slow, friendly, relaxed. Now let's practice a longer natural answer. Repeat after me. It's going well. I've been a little busy, but I'm getting things done. Say it again. Slower. It's going well. I've been a little busy, but I'm getting things done. Now change it. It's going okay. I'm a bit tired, but I'm managing. Repeat it slowly. In the afternoon, I also try to check in with myself. I ask, how am I feeling? Am I tense? Am I rushing? Do I need water? This is not only good for health, it is also good for English because you are practicing self-talk. When you talk to yourself in English, even in simple sentences, your brain starts to think in English more easily. You begin to build automatic language without forcing it. Repeat after me. How am I feeling? Am I tense? Am I rushing? Do I need water? I'm going to slow down. I'm going to reset. Say them again, very slowly, and imagine you are speaking kindly to yourself. Now let's do a guided practice paragraph. Repeat after me. In the afternoon, I usually focus on finishing what I started. I check what is left, and I choose the next task. If I need to run errands, I go out, I buy what I need, and I come back. I keep my pace calm, and I do one thing at a time. Say it again, slower, and try to copy the rhythm, not just the words. If you want extra practice, here is a speaking challenge. You will describe your afternoon in 5 sentences, but you will say them slowly and clearly. Repeat after me. In the afternoon, after lunch, sometimes I need to say kokusun. I often feel to stay focused. I now pause and say your own 5 sentences. Don't rush. Take your time. This is your real English practice, and it builds real fluency. As the afternoon moves toward the late afternoon, I start thinking about wrapping things up. This is a very common feeling because the day has a natural rhythm. In the late afternoon, I like to review what I accomplished. I don't judge myself harshly. I simply check. What did I finish? What is still left? And what can wait until tomorrow? This small review helps me feel calmer because my brain stops carrying everything at once. Now practice with me. Repeat after me slowly. In the late afternoon, I start wrapping things up. I review what I accomplished. I don't judge myself harshly. What did I finish? What is still left? What can wait until tomorrow? Say it again, slower, and let the words feel natural. Sometimes the late afternoon is the busiest part of the day because deadlines appear, messages come in, and people want quick answers. When that happens, I try to stay calm. I take a slow breath and I focus on the next small step. I remind myself, I don't have to do everything right now. I just have to do the next thing well. This mindset keeps me steady, even in a busy schedule. Repeat after me. Sometimes the late afternoon is the busiest. Deadlines appear, messages come in. I try to stay calm. I take a slow breath. I focus on the next small step. I don't have to do everything right now. I just have to do the next thing well. Again, slow, clear, confident. Now let's practice very useful phrases for finishing work. You can say, I'm almost done. I just need a few more minutes. I'll finish this by the end of the day. I'll get back to you soon. I'll handle it tomorrow morning. Let me follow up. These are simple, professional, and natural, and you can use them at work, in study, or in daily responsibilities. Repeat after me. I'm almost done. I just need a few more minutes. I'll finish this by the end of the day. I'll get back to you soon. I'll handle it tomorrow morning. Let me follow up. Say them again, and imagine you are speaking politely to a coworker or teacher. After I finish my main tasks, I like to tidy up a little. If I'm at home, I close my laptop, I clear my desk, and I organize small items. If I'm outside, I pack my things, I check my phone, and I make sure I have everything. This small habit makes the transition into the evening smoother because I don't carry chaos into my personal time. Repeat after me. After I finish my main tasks, I tidy up, I close my laptop, I clear my desk, I organize small items, I pack my things, I make sure I have everything. The transition into the evening is smoother. Again, slow and steady. Now we move into coming home or ending the workday. For many people, coming home is an emotional moment. You might feel relief, you might feel tired, or you might still feel stressed. I like to create a small reset routine, a few minutes that help me switch from work mode to home mode. When I arrive home, I take off my shoes, I wash my hands, and I change into comfortable clothes. Then I take a few minutes to breathe and let my mind slow down. Repeat after me. When I arrive home, I take off my shoes, I wash my hands, I change into comfortable clothes, I take a few minutes to breathe, I switch from work mode to home mode. Say it again, slower, and imagine you are arriving home after a long day. Let's practice a very natural phrase. I need to decompress. This means I need to relax after pressure or stress. You can also say, I need to unwind. These are common expressions. Another natural line is, I need a moment to myself. It is polite and it is honest, and it helps you communicate your needs clearly. Now practice, repeat after me. I need to decompress. I need to unwind. I need a moment to myself. Say them. Again, softly, slow English, clear pronunciation. In the early evening, I usually think about food again. Dinner time, cooking, or planning what to eat. Sometimes I cook at home, and sometimes I order food. If I cook, I like to keep it simple on busy days. I might make rice, pasta, soup, or a quick stir fry. If I'm tired, I choose something easy because I don't want dinner to feel like a big problem. I want dinner to feel like comfort, like a warm pause in the day. Repeat after me. In the early evening, I think about dinner. Sometimes I cook at home. Sometimes I order food. I keep it simple. If I'm tired, I choose something easy. I want dinner to feel like comfort. Again, slow, calm. Now let's practice useful cooking and dinner vocabulary. You can say, I chop vegetables, I boil water, I fry eggs, I bake chicken, I heat up leftovers, I set the table, I wash the dishes, I clean the kitchen. These verbs are very common, and they appear in real daily conversation, even in simple English. Repeat after me. I chop vegetables, I boil water, I fry eggs, I bake chicken, I heat up leftovers, I set the table, I wash the dishes, I clean the kitchen. Say them again and focus on the rhythm. Chop, boil, fry, bake, heat up, set, wash, clean. Now let's add a helpful daily life pattern. I usually allowance before I example. I usually wash my hands before I start cooking. Another example, I usually set the table before dinner. This pattern makes your English smoother because it connects actions naturally, like real life. Repeat after me. I usually wash my hands before I start cooking. I usually set the table before dinner. Now your turn. I usually, before I gehuti tik, say it twice, with your own details. After dinner, I often do a few small chores. I don't try to do everything, but I like to keep my space comfortable. I might wash the dishes, wipe the counters, take out the trash, or do a quick sweep. These small habits prevent a big mess later, and they help my mind feel lighter. A clean space often feels like a calm space. Repeat after me. After dinner, I do a few small chores. I wash the dishes, I wipe the counters, I take out the trash, I do a quick sweep. These small habits prevent a big mess. A clean space feels calm. Again, slow and clear. Now we practice evening conversation because evenings often include talking with family, roommates, friends, or phone calls. A very common evening question is, how was your day? Another common question is, how was work? Or how was school? A simple natural answer can be, it was good, it was okay, it was busy, it was stressful, it was productive. Then you can add one detail, just one, like, I had a lot of meetings, or I finished an important task, or I was tired today. That one detail makes your English sound real and personal. Repeat after me. How was your day? How was work? How was school? It was good. It was okay. It was busy. It was stressful. It was productive. Now add a detail. Repeat after me. It was busy. I had a lot of meetings. It was productive. I finished an important task. It was stressful, but I managed. Say them again. Slow, friendly, natural. Let's practice a longer evening routine paragraph. Please repeat after me. In the evening, I come home and I change into comfortable clothes. I take a moment to decompress and I let my mind slow down. Then I think about dinner. I cook something simple or I order food. After dinner, I clean up a little and I talk with people I care about. I try to keep my evening calm because I want to end the day peacefully. Say it again, slower, and try to copy the rhythm, like shadowing practice. Now let's do a speaking exercise in paragraph form. I will give you a model, then you will create your own. Here is the model. In the evening, I usually feel a little tired, so I keep things simple. I eat dinner, I do a small chore, and I relax. Sometimes I watch something, sometimes I read, and sometimes I just sit quietly. I like evenings that feel calm and safe. Now you try. Use the same structure, but change the details to match your life. Speak slowly, and don't stop, even if your grammar is not perfect. Keep going. That is real fluency. Practice. Now we add relaxing activities because evenings are not only chores, they are also rest and personal time. You can say, I watch a show, I listen to music, I read a book, I scroll on my phone, I talk to a friend, I take a walk, I do light exercise, I journal, I plan for tomorrow. All of these are common evening activities, and they are great for describing your routine naturally. Repeat after me. I watch a show, I listen to music, I read a book, I scroll on my phone, I talk to a friend, I take a walk, I do light exercise, I journal, I plan for tomorrow. Say them again, and choose the ones that match your real evening. Let's practice a key phrase. I try to limit screen time. That means you try not to look at screens too much. You can also say, I try to put my phone away. This is a very common modern routine. Many people want more calm in the evening, so they change their phone habits. These phrases are very useful in daily English conversation. Repeat after me. I try to limit screen time. I try to put my phone away. I try to relax my mind. I try to sleep well. Again, slow, clear, calm. Now we practice a simple reflection routine because many people reflect in the evening. You can say, today was a good day. Today was challenging. I learned something today. I'm proud of myself. Tomorrow I will try again. These sentences are simple, but very powerful, and they train your English in a real emotional way. That makes the language easier to remember because it connects to your life. Repeat after me. Today was a good day. Today was challenging. I learned something today. I'm proud of myself. Tomorrow I will try. Again, say them again, slowly, and speak with gentle confidence. Now, a final practice paragraph for this section. Repeat after me. In the late afternoon, I wrap up my tasks and I prepare for the evening. I tidy up, I pack my things, and I transition out of work mode. When I come home, I decompress, I eat dinner, and I do small chores. Then I relax, I talk, I rest, and I slowly prepare my mind for a peaceful night. Say it again, slower, and let your voice stay steady. This slow practice is how you build natural speaking rhythm. As the evening continues, the night routine slowly begins. Night routine English is very important because night routines include habits, feelings, and comfort. And these are common topics in daily conversation. At night, I try to slow down. I don't want my mind to stay in work mode. I want to transition into rest mode. So I choose calmer activities and I speak to myself kindly. I remind myself that the day is finished and now it is time to recharge. Now practice with me, repeat after me slowly. At night, I try to slow down. I don't want my mind to stay in work mode. I want to transition into rest mode. I choose calmer activities. I speak to myself kindly. Now it is time to recharge. Say it again. Slower, calm voice, clear words. One of the first things I do in my night routine is a simple reset. I put things back where they belong. I don't deep clean. I just do small things. I might fold a blanket, clear a chair, put dishes in the sink, or take a glass to the kitchen. These small actions make my space feel calmer. And when my space feels calmer, my mind feels calmer too. Repeat after me. In my night routine, I do a simple reset. I put things back where they belong. I don't deep clean. I do small things. These small actions make my space feel calmer. Again, slow and clear. Then I often prepare for tomorrow. This is a very helpful habit because tomorrow feels easier when you prepare a little today. I might check my schedule, I might set an alarm, I might choose my clothes, or I might make a simple plan for the morning. I don't plan every detail. I just remove stress. I like to wake up and feel ready, not rushed. Repeat after me. Then I prepare for tomorrow. I check my schedule. I set an alarm. I choose my clothes. I make a simple plan. I remove stress. I like to feel ready, not rushed. Again, slow, steady. Now let's practice a very useful phrase. I lay things out. That means you put things in place before you need them. You can say, I lay my clothes out. I lay my bag out. I lay everything out for the morning. This phrase is very common and it sounds natural. It makes your English sound more like real daily speech. Now practice. Repeat after me. I lay things out. I lay my clothes out. I lay everything out for the morning. Say them again, slowly, and imagine you are preparing for tomorrow. After that, I do my night hygiene routine. I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. And I do simple skincare. If you don't do skincare, that's okay. You can still practice the English. You can say, I wash my face, I use moisturizer, I put on lip balm, I comb my hair. These are small daily actions, and they are perfect for routine English practice. Repeat after me. I do my night hygiene routine, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I use moisturizer, I put on lip balm, I comb my hair. Again, slow and clear. Now let's practice a helpful time. Phrase, right before bed. This is very common in English. You can say, right before bed I brush my teeth. Right before bed I check my alarm. Right before bed I turn off the lights. It helps your listener understand the sequence and it makes your routine story easy to follow. Repeat after me. Right before bed. Right before bed, I brush my teeth. Right before bed, I check my alarm. Right before bed, I turn off the lights. Say it again. Slow, comfortable. At night, I also like to do something relaxing, something that tells my brain, we are safe, we can rest. Sometimes I read a few pages of a book. Sometimes I listen to calm music. Sometimes I do gentle stretching. I try to avoid stressful content because stressful content stays in the mind and it can make sleep harder. I want my mind to feel quiet, like a slow river, not like a storm. Repeat after me. At night, I do something relaxing. I read a few pages. I listen to calm music. I do gentle stretching. I try to avoid stressful content. I want my mind to feel quiet. Again, slow, clear, calm voice. Now let's practice a very common sleep phrase. I have trouble falling asleep. That means it is hard to sleep. Another common phrase is, my mind is racing, which means your thoughts are moving fast. You can also say, I can't switch off, meaning you can't stop thinking. These are very natural expressions, and they are useful when you talk about sleep problems or stress. Repeat after me. I have trouble falling asleep. My mind is racing. I can't switch off. I need to calm down. I need to unwind. Say them again, slowly and clearly. If I feel restless at night, I do a simple calming routine. I take a few deep breaths. I lower the lights. I put my phone away. And I remind myself, tomorrow is a new day. I don't fight my thoughts. I let them pass like clouds. I focus on my breathing and I let my body relax. This is not only good for sleep, it is also great English practice because you are using gentle, real life sentences. Repeat after me. If I feel restless, I do a calming routine. I take a few deep breaths. I lower the lights. I put my phone away. Tomorrow is a new day. I let my thoughts pass. I focus on my breathing. I let my body relax. Again, slow, steady. Now let's practice the pattern. I try to, so that I can. This is very useful at night. Repeat after me. I try to lower the lights so that I can relax. I try to put my phone away so that I can sleep better. I try to breathe slowly so that I can calm down. Say them again and copy the rhythm, slow English, clear voice. Now it's your turn. Make your own sentence. I try to karim so that I can say it twice. Use your real life. Maybe. I try to drink less coffee so that I can sleep better. Or I try to go to bed earlier so that I can wake up easily. Speak slowly and continue even if you feel uncertain. That is how speaking becomes natural. Before bed, I often check a few simple things. I lock the door, I turn off unnecessary lights, I plug in my phone, and I set my alarm. I like to feel prepared so I don't worry later. Then I get into bed and I get comfortable. I might adjust my pillow, pull the blanket up, and find a relaxed position. Comfort matters because comfort helps the body feel safe, and safety helps sleep come naturally. Repeat after me. Before bed, I check a few simple things. I lock the door. I turn off the lights. I plug in my phone. I set my alarm. I get into bed. I get comfortable. I adjust my pillow. I pull the blanket up. Again, slow, gentle. Now let's practice common bedtime phrases. I'm going to bed. I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. I need some rest. I want to sleep early tonight. I'll wake up early tomorrow. Good night. These are simple, but they are important because you will use them often and you want them to feel natural in your mouth. Repeat after me. I'm going to bed. I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. I need some rest. I want to sleep early tonight. I'll wake up early tomorrow. Good night. Say them again, slower, and keep your voice soft. Now we practice a natural bedtime conversation. Imagine someone says, "Are you still awake?" You can answer, "Yes, I'm still awake." Or, "I'm about to sleep." Or, "I'm already in bed." Another person might ask, "What time are you going to sleep?" You can say, "I'm going to sleep around by sister," or "I'm going to sleep soon." These are very common, and they feel natural when you practice them slowly. Repeat after me. Are you still awake? Yes, I'm still awake. I'm about to sleep. I'm already in bed. What time are you going to sleep? I'm going to sleep around. I'm going to sleep soon. Again, slow and clear. Now let's do a guided bedtime paragraph. Repeat after me. At night, I slow down and I prepare for rest. I tidy up a little. I prepare for tomorrow and I do my hygiene routine. Then I choose a calm activity like reading or light stretching. I lower the lights. I put my phone away and I breathe slowly. When I get into bed, I get comfortable and I let the day go. Say it again, slower, and copy the rhythm, not just the words. Now, a speaking challenge. You will describe your night routine in 6 sentences. Speak slowly and pause naturally. Here is the structure. At night, I usually do the two. Right before bed, I try to so that I can. If my mind is racing, I usually go to bed around. Before I sleep, I now pause and say your own 6 sentences. Keep going, even if you need simple words. Fluency comes from continuing, not from perfection. Before we finish this section, let's practice a few routine connectors. These words connect your routine smoothly. First, then, after that, later, finally. These are extremely useful because they help you tell a story, and your daily routine is a story. Repeat after me. First, then, after, that, later, finally. Say them again, and imagine your own routine while you speak. Now we end with a final calm paragraph for this section. Repeat after me. In the evening, I slow down and I take care of small things. I prepare for tomorrow, I clean up a little, and I do my night routine. I choose calm activities, and I try to make my mind quiet. Then I get into bed. I get comfortable, and I let my body rest. I remind myself, I did my best today, and tomorrow I can start again. Say it again, slower, and let your voice stay soft and steady. Now let's practice the full daily routine as one smooth story, from morning to night. This is powerful because it trains your English like a real conversation. When you can tell your day as a story, you can speak longer, you can connect ideas, and you can sound natural. I will speak in clear, slow English, and you will repeat after me, sentence by sentence and paragraph by paragraph. Here is the full story. I usually wake up around the same time each day. I don't rush. I take a deep breath and I stretch a little. Then I get up, I make my bed, and I open the curtains. I like to let fresh light come in. It helps my mind wake up. After that, I wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed. Then I drink a glass of water and I have breakfast. I keep breakfast simple, but I try not to skip it. Because if I skip breakfast, my energy drops later. Now repeat, slowly, copy the rhythm, not just the words. Let's repeat it again, but this time, focus on the connectors. I usually wake up, then, after that, then, because. These connecting words make you sound fluent. Now repeat the same paragraph again and clearly say the connectors. Then, after that, because, slow and steady. Now we continue the story. After breakfast, I check my schedule. I think about what I need to do and I choose my priorities. If I have a busy day, I organize my tasks. If I have a lighter day, I still make a simple plan because it helps me feel calm. Then I start work or I start studying. I try to focus on one task at a time. I don't try to do everything at once. I just do the next thing. Now repeat, slowly, and notice the pattern. If I, because, I try. This is real daily life English. Now practice the key sentences from that paragraph. Repeat after me. After breakfast, I check my schedule. I choose my priorities. If I have a busy day, I organize my tasks. If I have a lighter day, I still make a simple plan. I try to focus on one task at a time. I just do the next thing. Again, slow, clear, confident. Now we move into the middle of the day. In the late morning, I work on important tasks. I check messages when I need to, but I try not to get distracted. If I have a meeting or a class, I prepare a little. I write down a few notes, and I speak in simple sentences. Even if my English is not perfect, I stay calm and I communicate clearly. I take short breaks, I stretch, and I drink water. Small breaks help me stay fresh. Repeat this paragraph slowly and try to keep your voice smooth, like a story. Now we practice a substitution drill. I will say a sentence, then you repeat it, then you change one part. For example, I say, in the late morning, I work on important tasks. You repeat, and then you change it to your truth, like, in the late morning, I study English, or, in the late morning, I go to classes. Ready. In the late morning, I work on important tasks. Now repeat and change it. Again. In the late morning, I work on important tasks. Repeat and change it one more time. Now another substitution. I check messages when I need to. Repeat and change it. Maybe I check messages after my work, or I check messages during my break. Again. I check messages when I need to. Repeat, change, one more time, slow and clear. Now we continue the full day story into lunch. Around noon, I start thinking about lunch. Sometimes I cook, sometimes I order food, and sometimes I eat leftovers. If I'm busy, I grab something quick. If I have time, I make something fresh. While I eat, I try to slow down. and enjoy my meal. After lunch, I sometimes feel sleepy, so I drink water, stand up, and take a short walk. Then I return to my tasks. Repeat the paragraph slowly and notice how natural it sounds, because it is real life. Now we practice short lunch lines. Repeat after me. Around noon, I start thinking about lunch. Sometimes I cook, sometimes I order food. If I'm busy, I grab something quick. I try to slow down. After lunch, I sometimes feel sleepy. I take a short walk. Then I return to my tasks. Again, slow and smooth. Now we move into afternoon errands and work. In the afternoon, I continue working or studying. I try to finish what I started. If I need to run errands, I go to the grocery store, I stop by the pharmacy, or I pick something up. I keep my pace calm, and I do one thing at a time. When I talk to people, I use simple small talk. I say, "How's your day going?" And I answer politely. Even short conversations help my English improve. Repeat this paragraph slowly and try to copy the friendly tone. Now let's practice the small talk lines in a natural way. Repeat after me. How's your day going? It's going well. It's been a little busy. Not too bad. I'm getting things done. Now say them again, but slower. And imagine you are smiling. Your voice should sound friendly, not rushed. Now we move toward the end of the workday. In the late afternoon, I review what I accomplished, I check what is still left, and I decide what can wait until tomorrow. Then I tidy up a little, I clear my desk, I pack my things, and I transition into evening mode. When I finish work, I feel relief, especially if the day was busy. I remind myself, I did what I could today. Repeat slowly and keep your voice calm and steady. Now practice the key sentence. I decide what can wait until tomorrow. Repeat it 3 times, slow and clear. I decide what can wait until tomorrow. Again. I decide what can wait until tomorrow. One more time. I decide what can wait until tomorrow. This sentence is extremely useful because it helps you speak about planning and priorities. Now we move into coming home. When I arrive home, I take off my shoes, I wash my hands, and I change into comfortable clothes. I take a few minutes to decompress. I let my mind slow down, and I give myself a gentle reset. Then I think about dinner. If I cook, I keep it simple. I chop vegetables, boil water, or heat up leftovers. After dinner, I wash the dishes, wipe the counters, and do small chores. I don't try to do everything. I just keep my space comfortable. Repeat the paragraph slowly and notice how the verbs flow naturally. Now let's do a verb drill. Repeat after me. Take off, wash, change, decompress, cook, chop, boil, heat up, wash the dishes, wipe. These verbs are daily routine verbs, and they should feel easy in your mouth. Say them again, slowly, one more time. Now we move into relaxing activities. After dinner, I relax. Sometimes I watch a show, sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I talk to a friend, and sometimes I just sit quietly. I try to enjoy my evening, even if it is simple, because simple evenings can feel peaceful. If I feel stressed, I take a deep breath, and I remind myself, the day is almost done. Repeat this paragraph slowly and feel the calm tone in the words. Now practice the pattern. Sometimes I repeat after me. Sometimes I watch a show, sometimes I read, sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I take a walk. Now your turn. Sometimes I so with service, sometimes I say it twice, slow and clear. Now we move into the night routine. At night, I prepare for tomorrow, I check my alarm, and I lay things out for the morning. Then I do my night hygiene routine. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and get ready for bed. I lower the lights. I try to put my phone away, and I choose something calming, like reading a few pages or doing gentle stretching. If my mind is racing, I breathe slowly and I let my thoughts pass. Then I get into bed, get comfortable, and I let my body rest. Repeat the paragraph slowly and imagine you are doing these actions as you speak. Now let's practice if sentences for night routine. Repeat after me. If my mind is racing, I breathe slowly. If I feel restless, I lower the lights. If I can't sleep, I stop checking my phone. Say them again and keep your voice soft. Calm, slow English. Now we will do a full day speaking challenge. This is a powerful practice. You will speak for 1 full minute about your daily routine. Use simple sentences and use connectors first, then, after that, later, finally. Start like this. First, I wake up, then continue, then after that, later, finally. Now pause and speak your 1 minute routine. Slow, clear, relaxed, don't stop. If you forget a word, use an easier word, keep speaking. This is how fluency becomes automatic. Now I will give you a model 1 minute routine. Repeat after me if you want. First, I wake up and I stretch. Then I get ready and I have breakfast. After that, I work or study. I take small breaks and I stay focused. Later, I have lunch and I continue my tasks. In the afternoon, I finish what I can and I run errands if I need to. In the evening, I come home, I eat dinner, I relax, and I do small chores. Finally, at night, I prepare for tomorrow, I get ready for bed, and I rest. Repeat this model slowly, and then make your own version. Before we finish this section, let's practice a confident sentence, because confidence is part of your routine too. Repeat after me. Every day, my English improves. I speak slowly and clearly. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to practice. Say them again, slow and steady, and feel the meaning. Now let's expand the daily routine with real life situations, because routines are not only wake up, eat, work, sleep. Real routines include interactions, short conversations, unexpected changes, and small problems you solve during the day. When you practice these situations in English, you train your brain for real life and you build confidence for spontaneous speaking. Let's start with commuting. If you commute, you can describe it in simple English. In the morning, I leave the house and I head to work. I walk to the bus stop. I take the bus. I take the train. I drive. The traffic is heavy. The ride is smooth. It takes about 30 minutes. These sentences are very common, and they help you talk about your day naturally. Now repeat after me. In the morning, I leave the house. I head to work. I walk to the bus stop. I take the bus. I take the train. I drive. The traffic is heavy. The ride is smooth. It takes about 2 minutes. Say them again. Slow, and put your real time in the blank. Now we practice a natural commuting paragraph. Repeat after me. In the morning, I leave the house and I start my commute. I usually listen to something like music or an English lesson. I try to stay calm, even if the traffic is heavy. When I arrive, I take a breath and I get ready to start my day. Say it again, slower, and copy the rhythm, like shadowing practice. If you do not commute and you stay at home, you can say, I don't commute, I work from home, I start my day at home. I set up my workspace. I sit down at my desk. I open my laptop. These are simple, but very useful because many people now work or study at home. Repeat after me. I don't commute. I work from home. I set up my workspace. I sit down at my desk. I open my laptop. Say it again, slow and clear. Now let's practice arriving at work or school. This part of the routine often includes greetings and small talk. You can say, good morning. How are you? How was your weekend? How's your day going? These are friendly and common, and you can answer with simple lines. I'm good, thanks. I'm doing okay. A little tired. Pretty good. Not too bad. The goal is not perfection. The goal is smooth, simple communication. Repeat after me. Good morning. How are you? How was your weekend? How's your day going? I'm good, thanks. I'm doing okay. A little tired. Pretty good. Not too bad. Say them again, slowly, with a friendly voice. Now we practice a mini role play. I will say both sides. And you repeat. Good morning, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How about you? Pretty good. Busy day today? Yes, I have a lot to do. Now repeat the whole mini conversation slowly and keep it natural, like real life. Now we add a very common workplace or school situation, asking for help. Many learners feel nervous asking for help in English, but you can use simple, polite sentences. Could you help me with this? Can you show me how to do it? I'm not sure. Can you explain? I have a question. Do you have a minute? These phrases are powerful because they allow you to communicate even when your English is basic. Repeat after me. Could you help me with this? Can you show me how to do it? I'm not sure. Can you explain? I have a question. Do you have a minute? Say them again, slow and polite. Now we practice a longer, natural sentence. Repeat after me. I'm not sure I understand. Could you explain it again, please? Say it again. Slower. I'm not sure I understand. Could you explain it again, please? This sentence is extremely useful. It buys you time and it keeps the conversation friendly. Now let's talk about phone calls, because phone calls are part of many daily routines. A phone call can be simple, like ordering something, booking an appointment, or talking to a friend. But phone calls can feel difficult in English, so we will practice very simple phone English. You can start with, hello, this is Arhubens. I'm calling about I'd like to Mati Wai. Can I speak to Tara Carrick? Is this a good time? These phrases help you sound clear and professional. Repeat after me. Hello, this is Sarberze. I'm calling about Brooks. I'd like to Kirkervu. Can I speak to Vergergru? Is this a good time? Say them again and imagine you are calling calmly, not fast, not nervous. Now we practice a phone call paragraph. Repeat after me. Hello, this is Julia. I'm calling about an appointment. I'd like to schedule a time. Do you have any availability this week? Now repeat it again, but slower and very clear. Now we practice the answer side. Yes, we have availability on Tuesday and Thursday. What time works for you? Can you confirm your name? Can you confirm your phone number? These are common lines on calls, and you can answer with simple sentences. Tuesday works for me. Thursday works for me. Morning is better. Afternoon is better. My name is Kulaikum. My number is Kulaiku. Easy, calm, clear. Repeat after me. What time works for you? Tuesday works for me. Thursday works for me. Morning is better. Afternoon is better. My name is Saiktal. My number is Mahardohul Saking. Say them again, slow and confident. Now we add appointments into the daily routine. A routine day might include the doctor, the dentist, the salon, the bank, or an office appointment. You can describe it like this. I have an appointment at 3. I need to be there on time. I leave early. I check the address. I arrive a few minutes early. I wait in the lobby. These are normal routine sentences, and they make your English feel practical and real. Repeat after me. I have an appointment at church 2. I need to be there on time. I leave early. I check the address. I arrive a few minutes early. I wait in the lobby. Again, slow and clear. Now we practice a very common problem: being late. Sometimes daily routine plans change, and you need a polite message. You can say, I'm running a little late. I'm stuck in traffic. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm sorry for the delay. Thank you for waiting. These are very useful in daily life, and they reduce stress because you know what to say. Repeat after me. I'm running a little late. I'm stuck in traffic. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm sorry for the delay. Thank you for waiting. Say them again, slow and polite. Now we add shopping, because shopping is a routine task, and it gives you many English opportunities. At a store, you can say, I'm just browsing, which means I'm looking casually, not ready to buy yet. You can say, I'm looking for something specific. You can say, do you have this in another color? Can I try this on? Where is the fitting room? How much is this? These phrases are simple, but they make you feel confident in real life. Repeat after me. I'm just browsing. I'm looking for something specific. Do you have this in another color? Can I try this on? Where is the fitting room? How much is this? Again, slow, clear. Now let's practice a short store role play. Repeat after me. Hi, can I help you? Yes, I'm just browsing. Actually, I'm looking for. Do you have this in another size? Yes, let me check. Thank you. Now repeat the whole role play slowly and imagine you are in the store, speaking calmly. Now we connect these situations back to its daily routine. Repeat after me. On a normal day, I work or study, and I also handle small tasks. I might make a phone call, schedule an appointment, or run errands. I try to stay organized, and I don't panic if plans change. I adjust my routine, and I keep going. Say it again, slower, and keep your voice steady, like you are telling your own story. Now we do a powerful substitution drill. I will give you a routine sentence. You repeat, then you replace one detail. Ready. Today, I had to make a phone call. Repeat, now change it, maybe. Today, I had to go to the pharmacy. Again. Today, I had to make a phone call. Repeat, change, one more time. Next. In the afternoon, I ran a few errands. Repeat, now change it, maybe. In the afternoon, I had a meeting. Again. Repeat, change, one more time. Next. I tried to stay calm when my plan changed. Repeat, now, change it, maybe. I tried to stay calm when I was late. Again. Repeat, change, one more time. Now we practice a longer detailed real day paragraph. Repeat after me. Today was a normal day. I woke up, had breakfast, and started my work. In the middle of the day, I made a phone call and I scheduled an appointment. After lunch, I felt a little sleepy, so I took a short walk. In the afternoon, I ran errands and I bought what I needed. Then I came home, ate dinner, and relaxed. At night, I prepared for tomorrow and I went to bed. Say it again, slower, and copy the rhythm, like shadowing practice. Now it is your turn. You will describe your real day or your typical day in one paragraph. Use simple connectors first, then, after that, later, finally. Speak slowly. If you forget a word, choose an easier word. Keep going. This practice trains real fluency because it trains your brain to produce language continuously without fear. Before we end this section, let's practice a few very useful routine adjustment phrases. Because real life changes, repeat after me. My schedule changed. Something came up. I had to reschedule. I had to postpone it. I'll do it later. I'll handle it tomorrow. Say them again, slow and clear. These phrases help you speak in real life when plans change. Now let's talk about a very important part of daily routine English: the difference between weekdays and weekends. Because real life is not the same every day. Some days are structured, some days are flexible, some days are busy, some days are slow. When you can describe both your weekday routine and your weekend routine, your English becomes richer and your speaking becomes more natural because you are describing real life variety. Let's begin with a simple comparison. On weekdays, I usually follow a schedule. I wake up at a certain time, I work or study, and I have planned responsibilities. On weekends, I usually slow down. I have more freedom, and I choose what I want to do. This contrast is very common in conversation. People often ask, "What do you do on weekends?" Or, "How is your routine different on weekends?" So we will practice clear answers. Now, repeat after me. On weekdays, I usually follow a schedule. I wake up at a certain time. I have responsibilities. On weekends, I usually slow down. I have more freedom. I choose what I want to do. Say them again. Slow, clear, comfortable. Now let's practice a weekday routine paragraph. Repeat after me. On weekdays, I usually wake up early, I get ready, and I have breakfast. Then I start work or study. I focus on my main tasks, and I take small breaks. Around lunchtime, I eat something simple. Then I continue my work. In the late afternoon, I wrap things up, and in the evening, I come home, eat dinner, relax, and prepare for the next day. Say it again, slower, and copy the rhythm, like shadowing practice. Now let's practice a weekend routine paragraph. Repeat after me. On weekends, I wake up a little later, I take my time, and I don't rush. I might have a slower breakfast, and I might spend more time relaxing. Sometimes I go out, sometimes I meet friends or family, and sometimes I stay at home. I do chores when I need to, but I also make time for rest. In the evening, I enjoy a calm night and I try to recharge. Repeat this paragraph slowly and keep a relaxed tone in your voice. Now we do a comparison exercise. I will say a sentence, you repeat, then you say the weekend version. Ready? On weekdays, I wake up early. Now you repeat, and then you say, on weekends, I wake up later. Again. On weekdays, I wake up early. Repeat, and say your weekend version. One more time. Next sentence. On weekdays, I have a busy schedule. Repeat, then say, on weekends, my schedule is more flexible. Again, repeat. Then weekend version, slow and clear. Next sentence. On weekdays, I usually eat quickly. Repeat, then say, on weekends, I eat more slowly. Again, slow, clear, natural. Now let's add more weekend vocabulary. You can say, I sleep in, meaning I sleep longer than usual. You can say, I take it easy, meaning I relax. You can say, I catch up on rest, or I catch up on chores, meaning you do things you didn't do during the week. You can also say, I run errands, I do laundry, I clean the house, I go grocery shopping. These are very common weekend activities. Repeat after me. I sleep in, I take it easy, I catch up on rest, I catch up on chores, I run errands, I do laundry, I clean the house, I go grocery shopping. Say them again, slow and clear. Now we practice a natural weekend planning conversation. Imagine someone asks, do you have any plans this weekend? You can say, I don't have any big plans. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to catch up on chores. I'm meeting a friend. I'm visiting family. I'm going to stay home. These answers are simple, but they sound very natural, and you can easily adjust them to your real life. Repeat after me. Do you have any plans this weekend? I don't have any big plans. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to catch up on chores. I'm meeting a friend. I'm visiting family. I'm going to stay home. Say them again and make your voice friendly, like real conversation. Now we move into tense practice, because to speak fluently, you need to talk about your routine in present tense, past tense, and future tense. This makes your English more flexible, and it helps you tell stories, explain yesterday, and talk about tomorrow. We will practice each tense slowly and in a very clear way. First, present tense. Present tense is for what you do, additen, what you do normally, what is your habit, examples, I wake up at 7, I usually drink tea, I go to work, I study in the afternoon. These are routine habits. Present tense is your default for daily routine English. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7, I usually drink tea, I go to work, I study in the afternoon, I eat dinner in the evening, I go to bed around Puentes Cases. Say them again, slow and change the time to your real time. Now, past tense. Past tense is for what you did yesterday, or what you did last weekend, or what you did earlier. Example, I'm visiting family. I'm going to stay home. Say them again and make your voice friendly, like real conversation. Now we move into tense practice because to speak fluently, you need to talk about your routine in present tense, past tense, and future tense. This makes your English more flexible and it helps you tell stories, explain yesterday, and talk about tomorrow. We will practice each tense slowly and in a very clear way. First, present tense. Present tense is for what you do, add a ten, what you do normally, what is your habit. Examples, I wake up at 7, I usually drink tea, I go to work, I study in the afternoon. These are routine habits. Present tense is your default for daily routine English. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7, I usually drink tea, I go to work, I study in the afternoon, I eat dinner in the evening, I go to bed around 10 cases. Say them again, slow, and change the time to your real time. Now past tense. Past tense is for what you did yesterday, or what you did last weekend, or what you did earlier. Examples, I woke up at 7, I drank tea, I went to work, I studied, I ate dinner, I went to bed late. Past tense helps you tell a story about a day that already happened. Repeat after me. Yesterday, I woke up at 7. I drank tea. I went to work. I studied. I ate dinner. I went to bed late. Say them again, slowly, and focus on pronunciation. Woke up, drank, went, ate, went. These are common irregular verbs, and you will use them all the time. Now let's practice future tense. Future tense is for plans. I'm going to, or I will. For daily routines, we often use I'm going to because it sounds natural. Examples, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to meet a friend. I'm going to do laundry. This helps you talk about your schedule and plans clearly. Repeat after me. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to meet a friend. I'm going to do laundry. I'm going to go grocery shopping. Say them again, slow, and change the details to match your life. Now we practice the same routine in all three tenses. This is excellent for fluency because it trains flexibility, listen and repeat, present. I usually wake up at 7, past. Yesterday, I woke up at 7. Future, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up at 7. Now you repeat all three, slow, clear, one by one. Next set, present. I usually have breakfast at home. Past. Yesterday, I had breakfast at home. Future. Tomorrow, I'm going to have breakfast at home. Repeat all three, slow and steady. Next set, present. I usually go to work in the morning. Past. Yesterday, I went to work in the morning. Future. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to work in the morning. Repeat all three, slow and clear. Now let's do a longer tense paragraph. First in present tense, repeat after me. On weekdays, I usually wake up early, I get ready, and I start my day. I work or study. I take small breaks, and I handle errands when I need to. In the evening, I eat dinner, relax, and prepare for tomorrow. Now repeat, slower, and keep the rhythm smooth. Now the same paragraph in past tense. Repeat after me. Yesterday, I woke up early, I got ready, and I started my day. I worked or studied, I took small breaks, and I handled errands when I needed to. In the evening, I ate dinner, relaxed, and prepared for today. Repeat. Slow, clear, calm. Now the same idea in future tense. Repeat after me. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to start my day. I'm going to work or study. I'm going to take small breaks, and I'm going to handle errands if I need to. In the evening, I'm going to eat dinner, relax, and prepare for the next day. Repeat this paragraph slowly and feel how natural I'm going to sounds. Now, a speaking challenge. You will talk about your routine in 3 short paragraphs. Present, past, future. First, describe your typical weekday routine. Then, describe what you did yesterday. Then, describe what you will do tomorrow. Keep it simple. Keep it slow. Keep it clear. If you forget a word, use a simpler word and continue. This is real fluency training. Before we finish this section, let's practice common irregular verbs used in routines. Repeat after me. Wake up, woke up, go, went, have, had, eat, ate, do, did, make, made, take, took, come, came. Say them again. Slow, and notice the difference between present and past. This practice makes your daily English stronger and more automatic. Now, a final calm paragraph to end this section. Repeat after me. My routine changes sometimes, but I always have a simple rhythm. I wake up, I start my day, I handle my tasks, and I take care of myself. On weekends, I slow down and recharge. When I can describe my routine in English, I feel more confident because I can talk about my real life clearly and naturally. Say it again, slower, and let your voice stay calm and steady. Now we bring everything together. This is the final long practice where you will listen, repeat, and speak using all the daily routine English you learned. Remember, speak slowly, speak clearly, and don't worry about mistakes. Your goal is steady practice, because steady practice creates real fluency. First, we will do a full day guided routine in present tense. Please repeat after me. Every day, I follow a simple rhythm. In the morning, I wake up, I take a deep breath, and I stretch. Then I get up, make my bed, and open the curtains. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed. After that, I drink water, and I have breakfast. I keep breakfast simple, but I try not to skip it. Then I check my schedule, choose my priorities, and start my work or study. I focus on one task at a time, and I take small breaks. Around lunchtime, I eat something, and I slow down. After lunch, I return to my tasks. In the late afternoon, I wrap things up, and I decide what can wait until tomorrow. In the evening, I come home, decompress, eat dinner, and relax. At night, I prepare for tomorrow. I do my night routine, and I go to bed. Say it again, slower, and keep the rhythm smooth, like a calm story. Now we will do the same full day routine, but in past tense. This trains your speaking for real conversations, because people often ask, "How was your day?" Repeat after me. Yesterday, I woke up, I stretched, and I got ready. I had breakfast, and I started my work or study. I worked on my tasks, and I took short breaks. Around lunchtime, I ate and I rested for a moment. After lunch, I continued my tasks. In the afternoon, I ran errands when I needed to. In the late afternoon, I wrapped things up and I made a simple plan for tomorrow. In the evening, I came home, ate dinner, and relaxed. At night, I prepared for the next day. I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and I went to bed. Say it again, slower, and focus on the past verbs. Woke up, had started, took, ate, continued, ran, wrapped, came, went. Now we will do a future plan routine. This helps you talk about tomorrow, and it sounds very natural in English. Repeat after me. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and start the day calmly. I'm going to have breakfast and check my schedule. I'm going to focus on my priorities and take small breaks. Around lunchtime, I'm going to eat and slow down for a moment. In the afternoon, I'm going to finish what I can and handle errands if I need to. In the evening, I'm going to relax, eat dinner, and prepare for tomorrow night. At night, I'm going to do my routine, lower the lights, and go to bed at a good time. Say it again, slower, and make your voice calm and confident. Now we do the most important speaking skill, adapting your routine, because every day is slightly different. Repeat after me. Some days, my routine is very normal. Some days, my routine changes. Sometimes something comes up. Sometimes my schedule changes. When plans change, I stay calm. I adjust my routine and I keep going. Say them again, slow, and feel the confidence in these sentences because they help you speak in real life. Now let's practice a realistic day with changes story. Repeat after me. Today, I woke up and planned to have a normal day, but my schedule changed. I had an unexpected call, and I needed to handle it. At first, I felt stressed, but then I took a deep breath. I focused on the next step, and I did what I could. I finished some tasks, and I moved the rest to tomorrow. In the evening, I came home, decompressed, and relaxed. I reminded myself, not every day is perfect, but every day is practice. Say it again, slower, and let your voice stay steady. Now we practice the repeat after me mini sentences. These are short lines you can use any day. Repeat after me. I woke up a little late. I woke up on time. I felt tired. I felt motivated. I had a busy morning. I had a calm morning. I had a lot to do. I took it step by step. I took a short break. I drank water. I ate something light. I ran a few errands. I cooked dinner. I ordered food. I cleaned up. I relaxed. I prepared for tomorrow. I went to bed. Say them again, slower, and choose the ones you want to use in your own routine. Now we do a speaking drill that makes your English sound natural. The because drill. Repeat after me. I try to eat breakfast because it gives me energy. I take small breaks because they help me focus. I prepare for tomorrow because it reduces stress. I go to bed on time because I want to feel good in the morning. Say them again, slower. And notice how because makes your sentences sound complete and natural. Now the so that drill, repeat after me. I try to start my day calmly so that I can stay focused. I try to finish my hardest task first so that I can relax later. I try to lower the lights at night so that I can sleep better. Say them again, slow and clear, then make your own. I try to so that I can say it twice. Keep it simple, keep it real. Now let's do the first, then after that, later, finally drill. This is one of the best fluency drills for routine English. Repeat after me. First, I wake up. Then, I get ready. After that, I have breakfast. Later, I work or study. Finally, I go to bed. Say it again, slower. Now expand it. First, I wake up and stretch. Then, I wash my face and get dressed. After that, I have breakfast and check my schedule. Later, I focus on my tasks and take breaks. Finally, I relax, prepare for tomorrow, and go to bed. Repeat, slow, steady. Now we practice weekend English one more time. Repeat after me. On weekends, I sleep in a little. I take it easy. I catch up on chores. I meet friends or family sometimes. I enjoy a slower day. I try to recharge. Say it again, slower, and choose two sentences that match your weekend. Say them again, in your own voice. Now here is your final guided speaking session. You will speak for 2 minutes about your routine. You will start with a clear opening, then you will continue smoothly, use present tense, and keep it simple. Here is the opening. Repeat after me. My daily routine is simple and steady. In the morning, I usually now pause and continue with your own sentences. If you want, use this structure. In the morning, around noon, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. Speak slowly. If you forget a word, use an easier word. Do not stop. Keep going. This is the best training for fluency. Now I will give you a model 2-minute routine. You can repeat it, or you can listen and learn the rhythm. My daily routine is simple and steady. In the morning, I usually wake up around 7. I stretch, I get ready, and I have breakfast. Then I check my schedule and I start my work. I focus on my priorities, and I take small breaks. Around noon, I eat lunch, and I slow down for a moment. In the afternoon, I continue my tasks, and I run errands if I need to. In the late afternoon, I wrap things up and I plan for tomorrow. In the evening, I come home, decompress, eat dinner, and relax. At night, I prepare for the next day. I do my routine. I lower the lights, and I go to bed. If you want, repeat this model slowly and copy the calm rhythm. Now let's finish with confidence lines, because your routine includes your mindset. Repeat after me. I practice English every day. I speak slowly and clearly. I learn from small mistakes. I get better step by step. My English is growing. I am building confidence. Say them again, slower, and feel the meaning in your voice. Hello, English learners. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep using these daily routine sentences in your real life. You can practice while you cook, while you walk, while you clean, or while you get ready for bed. Just a few minutes a day creates big progress over time. If you want more practice like this, keep learning with me, and I will see you in the next lesson. Take care, and good night.